How to make him talk to you after a fight. So, you've had a nasty argument, and now you're staring at your ceiling, wondering how do you make him talk to you after a fight. Your mind probably obsesses over the question, should I text him first after a fight? Making up after a fight has always been a delicate thing to do, and it will be for as long as people get into relationships. So, how do you make him talk to you after a fight, especially when some arguments are especially toxic, some less so, but in any case, they leave us in a bad place. Men especially tend to go radio silence on women in these situations. How do you make him talk to you after a fight? By discussing various ways to de-escalate the situation. Make up after a fight, the old-fashioned way. How do you make him talk to you after a fight? The old-fashioned way. There's a common rule on how to make up after a fight, and it's the old-fashioned way. The elements you're working with here are an apology and affection. It may sound simple, and it is, in a way, but you need to be mindful about those things and not do them routinely. In other words, the apology needs to be sincere and affection genuine, coming from the place of your deepest love and care. When it comes to what to say to your boyfriend after a fight, you should think in terms of rational thinking. Most men are logical and rational beings, so try to avoid too much vague talk about your feelings and devotion. In other words, be precise about what you did wrong and what you expect to happen in the future. Otherwise, you might only make him angrier. Use technology for romance. How do you make him talk to you after a fight? Using technology for romance is a good idea. In all probability, your mind keeps going back to what to text your boyfriend after a fight. We're all accustomed to using technology for our relationships, but be careful. It can make more damage than good if you're not careful. Text is a tool that will give you time not to react impulsively, so use it. There are a few things to text your boyfriend after a fight and a few not to. First, as with a live conversation, open with a sincere apology. Explain why you reacted in a way you did, but avoid the accusative talk. Never trash talk in messages, never yell or swear. Don't continue your fight. Just explain yourself. Then, offer a solution, a true compromise. Finally, ask for a live meeting. Technology is handy, but there's no topping in-person making up. Give him space. Men usually react by withdrawing emotionally and physically when they're shaken up. So how do you make him talk to you after a fight? Give him space. Many women despair to their girlfriends, "He is ignoring me after a fight." This is common. Men need a moment to think things through. They're not comfortable with talking about it, and they don't vent out by conversations about the fight and their feelings. So, if there's no contact after the argument, it might be a good thing. Yes, you may wonder, does silence make a man miss you? It can do so. He needs time to put his thoughts and emotions in order. He won't welcome your relentless attention if he's decided to pull back a bit. So, give him the space he needs and count on it to make him realize that he misses you more than how much he's annoyed by the things you've said or done. Take things slow. Now, people get into fights because they believe they're right. If you're wondering how to make him realize he made a mistake and stop right now. How do you make him talk to you after a fight? If you're working on finding an answer to it and looking for advice on how to get over a fight with your boyfriend, you should give up on the need to make him admit that he was wrong. If you need this to happen and to happen immediately, you might as well keep on fighting. Instead, take things slow for a while. Don't push him into anything. Don't ask if he's still angry all the time. Let time do its work. Let him do some thinking for himself. After a while, you can have a healthy conversation about the reason behind the fight and discuss your new perspectives on it. But only if you still believe it's that relevant. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.